Hi there. For our next instalment of our B Corp Month interviews, we've got Laura from Club Soda. We've had a couple of booze brands with us, but other end of the spectrum, non-alcoholic B Corp brands. Let's launch with you, Laura. It's great to have you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Do you just want to tell us a bit about Club Soda, and we'll start from there?
Yeah, so we're a B Corp social impact business, and our goal at Club Soda is to make sure that wherever alcohol is sold, there's a good range of alcohol-free as well, or sold and served actually, because that's important. So we do a lot of things, including research and events, but we also have a tasting room in Covent Garden, which is a place where you can come and try alcohol-free drinks, come and do cocktail classes, have a private tasting, and explore the category. We're there to help, the low and no brands grow in this space.
Cool. Yeah. Just around the corner from the Conduit. That must be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around the corner from everywhere. It's Covent Garden, right?
Yeah. Can't get more central than that. So it's B Corp Month. We might as well celebrate that a little bit as well. It sounds amazing what you're doing, creating those spaces for the smaller brands to grow in the space. How does that intersect with the wider B Corp movement?
Well, it's interesting because obviously being a B Corp is about doing good in the world, and health is a UN sustainability goal. So by helping people drink less, by having a product that does that, you're automatically doing good in the world. And so there are, unsurprisingly, a lot of brands in our shop that are also B Corps. They also take environment and other things very seriously as well. Otherwise, they wouldn't get B Corp accreditation. But I think it's really interesting that for the first time ever, really, there is a social impact goal or a social good goal, which has also got a market fit, because globally drinking is going down, and therefore people are looking for interesting non-alcoholic drinks to have while still keeping their social occasions. So I think it's a really interesting time for low and no and for brands in this space.
Yeah.
And I think for us as a social impact business, being able to work with all of those brands and find unique ways to showcase them is really important. I believe collaboration can change the world, and the Club Soda tasting room is a collaborative space.
That's really cool. I mean, the progression from non-alcoholic beer 10 years ago that was just the category that nobody really wanted to talk about, to the explosion in the space. And when you've had, say, the non-alcoholic beers, I know non-alcoholic beers. I don't know much about the soda market and that. Where's that going as a category?
Well, beer is really interesting because you're right, technology's changed. There are a lot more products on the market, and more importantly, the big alcohol brands like Heineken and Guinness are producing brand extensions, so they're becoming very visible. I think the other thing about beer is, which I think is the really exciting thing about alcohol-free beer, is once you take the alcohol out, beer becomes a health drink. So actually, it's also a good swap for sugary sodas, because alcohol-free beers, 4 ingredients, no added sugar, low in calories, loads of vitamin B12 and rehydrating. So something like the Big Drop Citra is only 11 calories a can. Lucky Saint, which is a B Corp brand, is also low in calories. Won't stop you getting up for your run the next day, but is brilliant for having after your run. So, I think that's what makes beer a really exciting category. But it's the same with wines now and with alcohol-free spirits. There is drinks across the range. There's something for everybody and for every occasion. And it's about finding out what works for you. And that's why we're a tasting room, because we want to give people the opportunity to try before they buy.
Yeah. As somebody who had a big night on the Lucky Saint recently, I can attest to the fact that I got up and went for a very slow run. But that's nothing to do with the beer. That was just my running prowess. So,
yeah. It's not a miracle worker. You would,
But it does sound like Guinness is good for you, certifiably. So,
well, yeah, I think all alcohol-free beer is good for you, to be honest. So that's just it. So that's cool.
Yeah. And so if people want to get involved with Club Soda, is that the message? Come down to Covent Garden.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find us on Join Club Soda on social and joinclubsoda.com on our website. But we've got a tasting room for you to visit. We've always got stuff open to try. We've got a massive range of B Corp brands. So if you are doing an event if you're a B Corp business, you should not be doing an event where you don't have good alcohol-free choices. And then you should also make sure that you've got B Corp brands. So Naughty, Unlimited, Longbottom, Bemuse, Calenio, Everleaf, LA Brewery, Athletic, Ferragaya, Lucky Saint, they're all B Corp brands. They should absolutely be on your drinks trolley. You should never, ever do an event that excludes anybody. So make sure you have great drinks. I think that's my message to all businesses. You are part of this solution, and making sure all your team feels included is really important. And if you're stuck, then come and see us at Club Soda Tasting Room.
Perfect way to end. I think that's the message loud and clear. So back to the studio. Thanks, Laura.